Well, the New York Attorney General, Letitia James, says Governor Andrew Cuomo of New York broke the law, broke federal laws, broke state laws. Right now, you have Andrew Cuomo saying in a statement, I have never touched anyone inappropriately. He says he has never had inappropriate sexual advances. He says that is not who I am or who I ever was. In fact, he's downplaying the pictures that we have of him reaching out to kiss women on the mouth. He says that's the way he grew up, with both his father and his mother kissing on the lips, that it was never intended to be anything but a gesture of affection and of love. However, when you heard what Letitia James said during her news conference today, and remember, it was Governor Andrew Cuomo who tasked the Attorney General's office into setting up an independent investigation, looking into the allegations against him. Her conclusion was, and the report flat out states, that there was sexual harassment of people, including unwanted kissing, unwanted groping, that there was unlawful retaliation when women came forward with their complaints.
Really? Well, see, that's the thing. So far, here's what we have. We have Andrew Cuomo. There's probably a level of truth to him having weird interactions with his family. But the problem is that, like, if he has an inappropriate interaction, and maybe to him it's not perceived as one, but to the other people that he does it to, it's perceived as an inappropriate interaction, it's inappropriate. That's just the way it works. And if they come forward and say, like, hey, I don't like this, and then he retaliates and tries to dial it down, then that's where it becomes actively inappropriate. You can make the argument that, like, his intention wasn't to be inappropriate with these people, mostly women, it seems like. But once they speak out and say, hey, I don't like the way that you're touching me, and he retaliates without it, and he tries to suppress it, that's when the intention becomes inappropriate. So, yeah.
The governor had a culture that was toxic and that was poisonous to those who worked for him, including bullying and vindictiveness, and that he actually would set up this environment where people were not able to say no to him. This is a story we've heard before. Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, this is one of those situations where it comes to, like, the power dynamic, and then we have to explore it, because we always talk about how a power dynamic existing doesn't instantly make it abusive. But it seems like, based on and this is one of the things we talk about a lot. So when I talk about, like, sexual assault culture, a lot of people like to talk about how whether, like, people like to bring it to, like, very clear cases of sexual assault. This is what it is to me. It's when you have people in positions of power, regardless of what their sex or gender or whatever is, not creating environments that feel safe for people to say no to particular things, right? Like, if he's an older person, so older people tend to be more touchy and, like, gross. Okay, but if somebody says, I don't like that, then you should stop. And you should create an environment where people feel that they can say, like, oh, hey, I don't like that. Because you want to know what? Where I worked, some people are okay with, like, different stuff. There's older people, especially at work, tend to flirt. Married older men and women tend to flirt a little bit. They don't, like, grope each other, but they might put, like, a hand on the shoulder. They might flirt a little bit. They might make some comments. If the two of them find that consensual, that's totally fine, right? And even outside of, like, trying to sleep with somebody, like, listen, when I was working where I worked, I had some friends at my job, and, like, we would do gay stuff. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. We would do gay shit. We would like, you know, we would smack each other on the ass just to make the other one uncomfortable. But that was, like, what we were doing. They smack each other on the ass, like, go for a kiss and see who retracts first. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's, like, normal, like boys usually do that. Men usually do that at work. They play, like, gay chicken. It's, you know, and, like, but that was appropriate for us. But then there was, like, an older guy. He was in his 40s. He didn't like that, so we just didn't do that to him. You understand what I'm saying? So should we have been doing that? Probably not. But you understand the point of, like, where they're part of it, you know, where the consent was given. You understand what I'm saying? And people feel comfortable to say, no, don't do that. Yeah, guys do that in school all the time. It's just like a guy thing. It's just to be kind of gay all the time. I'm not ashamed of it. You know, fuck you.
Steve Wynn, other leaders who were in some ways the emperor of their environment, accused of setting up an environment where no one could say no. They did not feel like they had the right to say no. And Governor Cuomo right now strongly denying this. What we have to see happen is whether the lawmakers in New York take action on this. There has been some talk about impeachment And it will be
Now,
interesting to see whether this report
I know
lays the
what I do
groundwork
know
for
is that
impeachment.
Andrew,
Additionally, although the Attorney General has declined to
he resigned
press
at this
criminal
point.
charges against
He actually resigned this morning. So let's give a listen to that. Let's just listen to the resignment here. I guess they couldn't find a female interpreter because they were uncomfortable with him.
This situation, by its current trajectory,
I already
will
started off
generate months of political and legal controversy.
Wait, we're 11 seconds in, and I could already tell this isn't an apology. This is gonna be like, oh, listen, I'm innocent, but like this is gonna tie up the court system, so I'm gonna be a martyr and step down. That's what this is gonna be.
That is what is going to happen. That is how the political
This guy cannot be
wind
signing. Is this real?
It will consume government. It will cost taxpayers millions of dollars.
You hear that this guy, he's
brutalize people.
Jerking us off right now.
The State Assembly yesterday outlined weeks of process that will then lead to months of litigation.
Okay.
Time and money that government should spend managing COVID.
Oh, what a scumbag, bro. You know, the apology from what I know of the situation should be, hey, listen, I didn't realize I was like putting women in like a situation where they felt like they couldn't say no, and I didn't realize that my actions were inappropriate towards them, even if I didn't mean it like that. I'm going to step down because like this goes far too deep, and like it would be irresponsible for me to be governor. That's the apology. So far, we're setting it up for he's the hero in his own story. I'm a hero, guys. If I stay in here, I'm getting a politically this is his perspective. Hey guys, I'm getting politically assassinated. I'm going to step down because it's going to be an expensive assassination, and since I'm such a good governor of New York, I'm not going to make it so that we waste all this money and attention on this situation right now because COVID. Dude, this is very just shitty language.
Guarding against the Delta variant.
See?
Reopening upstate,
what did I just say?
Gun violence.
Yeah.
And saving New York City. All that time would be wasted.
Saving most of New York City, except for old people in nursing homes. Just fuck them. I'm actually going to resign, and I'm going to go strangle a few old women to death.
This is one of the most challenging times for government in a generation. Government really needs to function today. Government needs to perform. It is a matter of life and death.
I don't know what I'm expecting.
Operations.
Oh my God.
And wasting energy on distractions is the last thing.
Bro, so to Andrew Cuomo, sexual harassment is just a distraction from COVID. Like, this is really what he's saying here. He's really trying to, like, bow out without to seem like a fucking hero.
State government should be doing. And I cannot be the cause of that. New York tough means New York loving. And I love New York. And I love you.
All right, and now you're sexually harassing me. Okay, take it easy there, Andrew Cuomo.
Everything I have ever done has been motivated by that love. And I would never want to be unhelpful in any way.
You're a little creeped me. I'm a little creeped out, actually. I'm not even kidding. I'm actually kind of creeped out.
The best way I can help now is if I step aside and let government get back to governing. And therefore, that's what I'll do. Because I work
I love you,
for
honka, honka. You guys are too much.
And doing the right thing is doing the right thing for you.
Okay.
Because as we say, it's not about me. It's about we.
Who says that?
Kathy Hochul, my lieutenant governor, is smart and competent.
And she doesn't sexually harass women, allegedly.
Mission must be seamless. We have a lot going on. I'm very worried about the Delta variant, and so should you be. But she can come up to speed quickly, and my resignation will be effective in 14 days.
That was nothing. That was so pathetic. See, this is what I hate when people do this. Take accountability for your actions. He was basically just saying that he's stepping down purely because he's being politically assassinated and that he has no wrongdoing in what's going on here. And that has just been the opposite of the case. So, like, you know, you could have been like I said before, you could have been like, listen, I'm an older guy. I thought my actions were appropriate, but I realized that they were inappropriate to other people. I should have stopped. And when people came forward, I dismissed them because, like, I was being irresponsible. I shouldn't be governor because I'm a fucking dumb idiot. Do you know what I mean? Like, that would have been a really decent apology. Instead, it was like, guys, I'm a fucking hero. I'm being politically assassinated, so what I'm going to do is step down because I'm the best person in the entire world, and now that I'm stepping down, I look like a hero. And it's like, dude, shut up. Fucking ridiculous.